Alright guys, a very short update on the price of Bitcoin. Let's see what's happening with the price, what happened with the price during this 3-4 days from the last update. Let me just check the sound real quick and we'll start. Yes, everything is okay. So what is the most important part is that we are potentially approaching to a first round of the kind of exits from the period when we have a sideways price action with a low volatility, and that is because we are having a consecutive set of the kind of squeezes both ways, both directions, and in fact those squeezes are getting shorter and weaker. So that was the one in the middle of October, another one was here like a few days ago, and in fact we're having it both ways, to the downside, to the upside, again to the downside, to the upside, and then as you can see that the highs are getting lower. Well, those two are kind of promising, but the lows are getting higher, so that is pretty much a symmetrical triangle. Of course, it's not perfect. Of course, we have some, well, I would say that without the shadows of the candles which we're having here, it would be much more prettier, but still we have what we have. And generally I would say that considering the Bollinger Bands width, especially on a daily time frame, just look at it, look at this Bollinger Bands width. It's just like, oh my goodness, it's like almost ready. And you can compare that with the other like low liquidity, low volatility periods by just checking the width of the Bollinger Bands on a daily time frame. You see, and let's go to somewhere to, let's say, Bitstamp, maybe with a longer history. So you can see that the last point of time when it happened with such a low volatility was here. That was middle of 2020, but that was actually in the beginning of the bull market. So let's find some other point when it was more similar in terms of the market conditions. Okay, that was here and here. That was the drop from 6,000 to 3,000 in 2018, and that was the rise which we had a little bit after that. So it could be associated with either of those, right? But if you look at how volatility evolved like this, right? So maybe something like this, it looks very similar. So I'm not saying that we are in a similar situation in terms of that, like the drop is coming. However, I must say that if we look carefully at what we're seeing here in the recent 4 months, so we see a major descending pattern, right? It's not that perfect because I wouldn't include this point, so probably it's like from here, but with the support area being extended to the start, to the lowest point of this drop, right? But generally it is still descending triangle. A descending triangle is, or a descending pattern, I would say descending formation, and this is a bearish situation. And well, the height of this formation is something like $3,000. So if we consider it to be, if we consider it to be the point from where the drop starts by the depth of this formation, then we appear to be somewhere at 10, 11, maybe 11, $12,000, right? So without being kind of a doomy gloomy, I'd say that we can be experiencing like the breakout both ways, upside, downside, doesn't matter. It could be. So we need to treat it upon the fact that when it happens. So we don't need to like go short right now expecting that it goes down. We have to wait when this process starts to evolve confidently. Saying that, I should underline that we probably will wait for this not for too long, and this is actually pretty close. Still, I'm kind of hopeful that current situation is different from the others, which is kind of naive to hope, but still I hope that it is still first maybe some kind of a relief rally, and then only with an extended consolidation we can see the drop. But well, the market doesn't care about our feelings, right? So let's treat it accordingly. Let's treat this exit from this consolidation in the way it happens. Okay guys, that is pretty much it for today for this short update, and yeah, let's meet next time probably on Friday this week. Hopefully we see some resolution, and again, soon it is November the 2nd when there is a new meeting session chair of Federal Reserve, and then we'll see some interesting news. Maybe it would be a trigger for the new new rise or a new drop. We'll see depending on the news. Well, actually it's vice versa, but we're all waiting for it. Okay, that is pretty much it for today. See you again next time. Thank you for watching, and have a nice trading, guys. Goodbye.